Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Hendra Fatul Fala. I am a graduate from SMK 1 Surabaya, and now I am studying at Penn University, majoring in software engineering. So today article is about bolstering EU-China digital connectivity. Sweden, the holder of presidency of the Council of the European Union, presided over the fourth meeting of the EU-US Trade Technology Council, or TTC in short, on May the 31st. The outcomes of that meetings were in line with EU's aim to strengthen its international role in digital affairs by working out forms of digital diplomacy that corresponded to the two sides' efforts for more coherent internal and external digital policies that incorporate geopolitical, commercial, and growth priorities into a cohesive strategy. Beyond noticeable contrasts, traditions, and differences between them, the EU and the United States via the TTC meeting in Luleå, Sweden, have made efforts to establish coherent policies and to counter China's enormous influence worldwide, including in Africa and those countries with coastlines bordering Pacific Ocean. Notably, the meetings has acted in accordance with the G7 communique issued at the Hiroshima summit. Though the Western leaders have settled on the terminology that is slightly less aggressive, such as de-risking, in regard to the relationship with Beijing and the urging from France that the meeting should not be perceived as being anti-China. The actions of some of the G7 members and the group's joint declarations completely interfere in China's internal affairs. It is worth noting that the other countries have expressed similar objections and concerns as France, opposing the hegemonic agenda of the US and its intention to expand NATO into the Asia-Pacific region. Despite the reservation of France, the G7 has been converted into an accomplice of Washington's geopolitical and economic coalition. Instead of addressing the various problems they have at home, such as extreme inequalities and poverty, state and corporate bankruptcies, fast rising interest rates, and persistent inflation, systemic banking crisis as well. The G7 members are promoting bloc conflict and confrontation worldwide. The US praised the EU-US TDC communique to be similar to that of the 49th G7 summit in Hiroshima. Nonetheless, after 2 days meeting in Luleå, the EU finally supported another communique that did not add more fuel to the political fire. At the same time, it advocated a stronger approach toward Beijing in relation to avoiding the risk of overdependence on the Chinese economy. This is related to a European Commission's economic security strategy, which contains measures to prevent competitors gaining access into its most sensitive technology. Despite this strategy, the EU's ability to manage a future security crisis is doubtful, particularly when its handling of a series of recent policy dependencies is considered. For instance, the EU's subordination to the US and to NATO continue to generate results that threaten both world peace and a harmonious global community with a shared future. In light of the fast-changing international digital environment and the geopolitical complications, Brussels must avoid policies of destruction that dominate the international system. It should reject new global practices and agenda that expand and deepen the EU's dependency on the US and NATO. In any case, Beijing and Brussels must deepen their high-tech negotiations on information technology and telecommunications. It should be noted that in 2018 policy paper on cooperation with the EU, Beijing reiterated its commitment to emerging digital connectivity with the EU within the framework of the Belt and Road Initiative, or BRI in short. Both sides have also recognized the advantages of closer collaboration between digital China and the EU digital single market. China and the EU can also strengthen their cooperation on cross-border data flow, new technologies and applications such as AI, 5G, and 6G, as well as the industrial internet in the digital economy. At a time when the global power technology is being shaped by means of ad hoc council and committees dialogue, China and the EU should stay engaged and maintain long-term perspective on cooperation by undertaking shared action in the digital and quantum spheres while avoiding digital decoupling. This would be a big step forward in terms of starting to build coherent connectivity in the digital geopolitical era. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.